Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Kalen from White Reverie, and today I wanted to chat about a new product that I recently received from a company called Hollyland. Now, this is the Mars 400S Pro, and it is a wireless video and audio transmitter. Now, with this review, I'm not gonna do an unboxing for you. You can just go watch another YouTube video of that. I'm gonna talk about how to use this product, some of the specs and real world tests that we did, and I'll also cover some unique ways of rigging these units out, which is really cool. And also how it can be utilized for filmmakers out there that are wanting to offer live streaming or even use it as a separate monitor while on a live shoot. Now, as a quick disclaimer, Hollyland did reach out to us and sent us this unit to have, and they are sponsoring this video. However, like any reviews that we do, it is unbiased and will be looked at through our lens of how efficiently it can be implemented into our setup, as well as the mobility and effectiveness that it produces in real world examples. So, with that said, let's dive in. All right, here are the units and what you get with this product. Over here we have the transmitter, which you can tell because it's labeled with the red cold shoe, and then the receiver unit is labeled with the blue cold shoe, so it's a little bit easier for you to identify. Also, you have the antennas that you can connect, and then on the back side, you can see here's where we would have a Sony battery. So over here we have it powered with the Sony battery on this camera, and then transmitting to the receiver. Now I have this actually powered via USB-C coming from the small HD monitor, which I'm gonna get into later in the video and show you how I did that. So it reduces the weight and the footprint of this, so it's really lightweight and easy as a director's monitor, and that's a really cool feature I love about this. Now what's great about this product is the size and mobility. This is very important considering the way we film and our rigging system. When getting started with this product, it's very simple. Just add a battery, which by the way lasts for such a long time. I haven't tested the full length, but it lasted for a full day shoot without ever turning off the power. Also, it has a fan and I have rarely ever heard it. It is extremely quiet, and you even have the option to turn it off in the menu system if you want absolutely no audible sound. After powering on, just connect a camera to it and you will see the transmitter show that it has a video feed. The max setting I've seen it show is a 1080p signal. Even when filming in 4K, it will convert to a 1080p signal automatically. Then just power on the receiver and wait for it to connect. It usually connects within 10 seconds for me, and then you can manually set the channel by clicking the up or down buttons, and then the middle button as an enter button. Once connected, if you power off the receiver, then turn it back on, it should connect in about 20 seconds. And that's what it did for me. But if you disconnect the HDMI cable and then reattach it, or if you just turn off your camera, it will reconnect in just a few seconds pretty quickly whenever you turn back on the camera or reconnect the HDMI cable. You can connect via HDMI or SDI. Now, when you have both inputs connected at the same time, it will automatically choose SDI over HDMI. There isn't a way to choose which input. Now let's talk about how we rig this up on a shoot. One of the pros of this unit is the design. The design is sleek and mobile friendly and is very compatible with my small HD monitors. The spacing next to the cold shoe mount conveniently fits perfect on a small HD monitor. For a director's monitor setup, here I'm using a small HD Focus 5 monitor, and I just attached the receiver to the unit. Then I found this cable with a barrel connector on one side and a USB on the other. Then I purchased a USB to USB-C adapter in order to power the receiver from the small HD monitor, thus reducing the weight and footprint significantly for this setup. Plus, it's super clean and efficient, which is what I'm considering when adding gear to our setup. As for on-camera setup, the main con I have with this unit is that it doesn't have a through or output of the transmitter in order to connect a monitor for viewing and sending a signal. Now, if we are filming handheld or with a tripod or monopod, this is how we would set up this unit. A workaround is to set up an HDMI splitter that goes out to a monitor and out to the transmitter. I understand though, for Hollyland to keep the size and everything conveniently packed together, there probably wasn't much space available for another HDMI or SDI slot. Again, this is pretty much my only con with this unit. Now, for how we rig this to our gimbal. Here we have our gimbal, which is the Ronin S, and this is our current setup right here. And what we'll usually do is I'll just take the transmitter, I'll just unplug the HDMI, And two ways you can do that. You can do it with a monitor or without. Obviously, it's gonna be a lot easier if you don't have a monitor attached, but because I have these small rig arms right here, I can go ahead and just place this right here. Just kind of set this on there because it's in the handle, it'll kind of position there, and then unplug my HDMI cable and just plug that up right there. And then I can have a working unit here, and then it'll be transmitting this entire signal while I'm still filming. So I can kind of get all the shots that I need, and I have a wireless transmitter. So this should be a really great way of getting a feed from your camera on the Ronin S and getting that out via HDMI with this transmitter. And again, you could view this on a mobile device, or you could even monitor it with a director's cam. But this is a great way to kind of get a gimbal shot and get this set up where you're getting this feed sent to the receiver and then getting that sent into a computer via an HDMI to USB dongle, and then you can use that as an input feed for your live stream. Just connect the receiver to an HDMI USB dongle and connect to your computer as a camera feed. I then use this amazing streaming app called Ecamm Live to choose that video input and also the audio if I need to. Then I can create different scenes for different camera angles and just switch between them instantly for a live stream. If you want additional ways of monitoring a feed, you can purchase multiple receivers that can work with one transmitter, or you can utilize another amazing feature, which is being able to stream the feed to multiple mobile devices. Yes, that's right. You can send the feed not only to the receiver, but also other mobile devices like an iPhone or iPad, which has even better latency responses in my tests. It will send a 1080p signal as well. Here, we can set up the mobile device and view the difference between the mobile option and the actual receiver. Here you can see there's very little latency at all for a mobile device, which could realistically allow for someone to pull focus effectively. Now, if you're using the actual receiver, I wouldn't recommend this option for a focus puller, as the latency is just a little too slow in my opinion. You have to factor in the monitor latency as well, but that doesn't add too much already. I did compare the Hollyland Mars 400S Pro to a Teradek system, and here is an example of the latency differences. Now, Teradek is much more expensive, but has near zero latency. But for this price and the features, this product performs better than I anticipated. Here is a helpful hint when connecting the device to your mobile phone. Now, if for some reason you're not able to connect to the unit, go into your settings on your phone and choose cellular. Then scroll down until you find the section Wi-Fi Assist and make sure that is turned off, and then it should work for you. I had this problem the first time I connected to the unit and reached out to Hollyland, and they offered this support fix which helped get it up and running. Once I pulled up the app, all I have to do is connect to the unit's Wi-Fi and type in the Wi-Fi info into the app. Oh, and also make sure the precise location is checked and allow location access while using the app. Then head back over to the app and you should be good. The app has some decent features and can even load LUTs. You just need to store the LUT on a Google Drive and then open in the Holly View app and it will get added to the list. I will say though, the LUTs look really bad and don't reflect the look as the LUT intends, and also mobile phones are not calibrated, so the color will never be true to the way it should look as when viewing it on a calibrated monitor like a small HD monitor. So just keep that in mind. Now let's talk about range. It is rated at 400 feet with line of sight from transmitter to receiver. However, we were filming at a workshop a couple months ago, and I tested the distance by having another videographer film the screen as I entered another building. I was walking around and there was no signal breaking up at all. It only stopped working when I walked to the other complete side of the building. So this unit is really reliable and highly recommended if you are looking for a solid system without having to break the bank. Again, this unit is perfect for live streaming and on-set commercial shoots where you need a director's monitor with a clean feed with solid reliability. So thanks again to Hollyland for sending us this unit and for sponsoring this review. Hopefully this information was helpful for you watching and deciding on whether to pick up this product. You can check the description for all the links to this unit, as well as all the cables and all the adapters that I used to get everything connected together. Thanks again for sticking around to the end, and I will see you all in the next video.